and welcome to another episode of Absolutely Long Island. Cheers to happy hour.
Cheers. We made it another week.
Another week, and today we are drinking an Italian Prosecco.
Hey, how you all doing?
It is called Mionetto. So I'll just hold up the bottle so you guys can see. I've never had this before. It's really hot out. I have enormous hair today. It's very humid. We're poolside. Let's just... That is good. It's middle of the road. Good price point at like $15, $16 for Prosecco, which is really reasonable. And got this at a local liquor store. And it's wonderful. But today, we just want to jump right in. So... I was talking to my sister about, she's online on different profiles, and I was asking her, so what makes a good profile? What makes a bad profile?
Right.
And so this is like a hints and tips kind of episode, and it's just a guide, you know, kind of like our thoughts on it.
Right.
So, and you've been dating for how many years online now? 5, 7, 20, 30, 40,
50,
since birth?
53. Started when I was 3 on Match.
Seems like it, right?
Seems like
time
it.
flies when you're having just a ball.
Yeah.
So, talk about what you've seen on profiles.
Right.
And this is our opinion. And then, you know, we want to know, do you agree or not?
Right.
So,
comments. We always welcome the
comments.
comments.
So, start with, you're looking at profiles. What are you looking for? And what's a turn off and what's a turn on, kind of?
Well, a turn off. We have, like, the turn offs. The turn off is, you know, the mirror selfies. You know, when the man is in, like, the white...
The cutoff t-shirts with like the small straps, whatever they used to call them.
Yeah, like they used to call them like the guinea tees.
Get the fuck out of here.
So
which is insulting.
Which is insulting to the Italian Americans. But
yeah, well, I always think of like Marlon Brando when he wore that in, you know, one of those movies where he had that on. It's just hard. That's never a good look, by the way.
It's never a good look.
That is a real turn off.
It is, especially when men are over 50. Because unless they're working out or they're in the military or have some sort of personal training career, they're not going to look wonderful. Probably not. So that's not really the first thing that you want to go for and present yourself.
Right.
So,
just like women should never wear that if you have bingo wings.
Right.
And I think we all know what bingo wings are.
Yes.
They're wings that hang from here to here. I have them, which is why I'm in a shirt like this, but it's the same kind of concept. So it's for women as well. Do not show bingo wings.
Right. Because you only have like a minute maybe to attract someone. So if they see like a first picture initially, even if some of the other pictures are nice, they may not even get to them. They may just see one thing and, you know, swipe to the right or whatever. So
if you're going to wear a t-shirt, wear a black t-shirt, a colored t-shirt, and have at least a sleeve.
A nice button
or
down.
Or a polo, right?
Polo button down. You know, I think that sets a good
no t-shirts, no selfies in the mirror.
Right.
Especially naked selfies.
Right. Well, lots of times, which is really disturbing, they don't have a shirt on at all. So, well, I get the fact that it's a dating site and people need to be attracted to someone or whatever, so there's the allure of that. You know, again, unless you're like super, super fit, I just don't think it's a good look. And then also, what are you telling people when you have a picture of yourself bare-chested? Right away, you're going down the sexual road. Right. You know, before, you know, you even have a first conversation or email someone, because a woman could see that and be like, oh, wow, look at this guy. He has all these pictures of himself with his shirt off, this and that. He's not looking for a relationship. He's looking for what we call...
pump and dump.
Pump and dump.
I hate that expression too.
I know, or hit it and quit it.
Hit it and quit it. I think I like hit it and quit it better than pump and dump. It just sounds more vile.
Pump and dump is even more vulgar.
It's even more vile.
But you know, it's apropos for the dating site. So, you know. So those are bad. And
so those are bad. So what else?
Men with fish. Like they're out on the
boat.
You were
saying this
with the big dead fish with the blood dripping out of the fish's mouth, and they're like all smiles with like the
like one of these,
hat.
like, look what I caught.
Right,
you know? Why is that unattractive, though?
I see that and I think just moronic. I mean,
moronic?
I just
because they're killing the fish?
They're killing the fish, which I don't like, number one. And number two, it's like, it's not the type of man that I want to meet. You know, it's one thing if you go like in a corporate boat with like, you know, some other people, and you go like where I used to work at the entertainment place. You know, we used to do a big outing in Montauk once a year, and we went fishing. Whatever, but I don't know, on a fishing boat, to me, I don't want a man that's going to put that. It's one thing if they do it. I just don't want that, like the first profile.
The first
picture.
profile. It's like, look what I did.
Yeah, yeah. It's like a woman with like.
I killed a big mouth bass.
Right. So it's like a woman with like a in one bag you got the Macy's bag, you got the Bloomingdale's, you got the Saks bag between your legs. Men are going to be turned off by that. They're going to think shopper, high maintenance, whatever. When a man has a picture of fish, you know, there's certain things that are going to go along with that. So that's
agree.
negative.
Okay, so those are negatives. What else?
Then, you know, pictures of cats. Now, I have cats myself. I adore cats. But there's something about men who have pictures with their cats on the site that looks feminine, even if they're not. And I'm a huge cat lover, as you know.
Yeah.
And I know, you know, people love their animals. They love cats. You know Aiden.
Everybody knows Aiden from the videos.
Right.
Yeah.
But with a man, you don't really have to have that, I don't think.
I think so, too. You know, I read something recently that it could be a turnoff to women.
Yeah.
You know, I know men who have cats, and they're normal. In fact, my personal trainer has cats.
Right.
And he is manly. Believe me.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you've met him.
Yeah.
You know, he's not feminine in any way.
No.
But yet, if you're cuddling a cat, it does give kind of a weird impression.
Well,
and maybe not fair. That may not be fair,
Yeah.
but it is an impression you get.
Right, right.
You know,
of course, it
that
may
kind
not
of
be
thing.
fair.
Yeah.
The other thing is, don't post just one picture of yourself and nothing else. You have like certain sites like Match, I think you can post up to 26 photos. If you just have one photo up, I immediately go to the next profile, because I've learned from past experience that anyone can take a good photo, no matter what. If it's the right angle, the right lighting, whatever, or they had a super, super great hair day, or whatever it was. I mean, I had a man that had one photo up, and this is quite cruel, I guess, but, you know, he had like his mouth looked like it was like sewn shut, kind of. And, you know,
sewn shut like a thread.
It's like a thread. But when I met him, because back then I was a little naive and I didn't get some of the things that they do to get you to meet them. He didn't have any teeth.
No teeth?
No. So I don't know what the story was there.
What do you mean no teeth? Like nothing?
Like pretty much nothing.
Like no teeth, no uppers, no bottoms, just no teeth?
Bottoms, but no uppers.
No uppers?
Yeah, and I still see him to this day online, and he still has the picture that looks like the mouth was like sewn shut. So I feel bad for him, but one picture, even if you are an attractive man, no, I don't think it's appropriate. I mean, when I first went on, I had 2 or 3 pictures, and men would say, honey, you gotta post more pictures. Honey, you gotta post not just your face. You gotta put a body shot on there. People, it's a dating site. People need to be attracted. They want to know what you look like. And
Okay.
So, you know, I have a bunch of pictures, different hairstyles, whatever, different times of year. So when someone meets me, they know what they're getting. There's no surprises.
Okay.
And also, some of the men, they have their profile, the pictures, they're so far away you can't even make it out like there's a head there. You know? So it's like, it's so far. Or like they're in the water and you see them from the back, and that's all you see on the profile. Again, you're shooting yourself in the foot, because no woman is going to bother with you, because they're going to think, oh my God, he doesn't even have one picture. He must be really, really horrific.
Right. You know, and it could be just a false impression. It might not mean anything.
Right.
It just could be that those are the photos you have, but be thoughtful, right?
Yeah.
Be thoughtful, have a picture of your head, have a picture, and even if you're not in the best shape, you know, that's okay.
It's okay, and especially at our age.
You know, at our age, we don't expect perfection, right? I mean,
no.
just even if you're in khakis and a polo shirt.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis.
Whatever. It's good. And even if you want to, like, sit down in front of a table or you don't want to show anything that's bad right away
it's
or
kind of
whatever.
like a job interview. You're making an impression. So
It's a good point.
So you have to put your best foot forward or you're not going to get a chance. You're not even going to get that email returned or, anything like that if you don't do certain things. Like a nice button-down polo, sweater in the winter, 3 or 4 pictures, maybe if you like the outdoors, show them like part of your personality, that works.
Right. Are you a sports person? Do you play sports?
Right.
That kind of thing.
What are you interested in? Travel, sports,
unless of course you're like a pole dancer.
Right.
But if you want that out there, you're out there.
Right.
That kind of thing. Right. So
said,
let's talk about, so before we end the episode, and we are out of time, but I do want to say that even if you have a perfect profile, they're not always perfect. So you had a date last night.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
From someone who had the perfect profile.
Right. Everything.
Multiple pictures.
Yes.
Decent clothes.
Yes. Family photos.
Family photos.
Well traveled
from out of distance.
Yeah.
Okay. But you met this person and
he lived in Westchester, so it was a hike.
It was a hike for them to get here to Long Island.
Right. And I get nervous because when someone is traveling from a far distance, my spidey sense goes up.
Yeah.
Thinking, why are they traveling this amount of time?
Right.
To take
because they're measuring cha-ching the gas miles versus a hooker.
Right.
Versus this, whatever.
Yeah,
and that's me thinking horribly of men, and I do apologize for that. But
it's so true.
So you have the date.
Right.
Okay. So she's telling me this. She's got the date, and I'm texting her, "You okay? Are you okay?" Because I'm thinking the cavalry has to come in and save her.
Right.
Because she's got like a 7:30 reservation, and I don't hear from her at like 10 o'clock, and I'm like, oh God, is she under a car? Like, what's happened? So I hear from her, and she says everything is okay, except now tell us what you think. This is my thoughts. So the guy says to her after the date, it's like 11 o'clock at night.
Right. The restaurant was kind of closing down.
Right. The restaurant's closing down. They're sweeping under your feet.
Right.
They've got like
pulling
the
up the
buckets.
chairs in the back. They really
they got the buckets and everything
out.
like that. And the guy is saying, hey, you want to go to a beach at like 11:30 on Long Island?
Right. Right. So.
And she's kind of still innocent in this, which I can't believe. But she's thinking, well, maybe he just wants to do stargazing. Oh, there's tourists.
Right.
There's the North Star.
The Dipper.
No, there's no dipper happening. Well, there is a dipper that could happen, but there's no dipper happening.
Right.
So I'm saying to her, all right, this is trouble. This is trouble.
Right.
Who's driven like an hour and a half from Westchester or whatever and is willing to go to a beach on Long Island. He's looking for some sort of dune screwing.
Right.
Dune screwing, pardon my French, or Long Island-ish, but that's not normal.
Well, because maybe he just wants some alone time. You're at a restaurant. Maybe he just wanted to do a little.
You were
cuddling or
alone
whatever.
at the table.
Right.
Why are you going to? What are you going to do? Deep sea diving?
Yeah.
On Long Island, you're going to get the wetsuit out, picking shells. What are you going to do at 11 o'clock on Long Island at a beach?
Right.
First of all, nothing's open. They throw you off.
Which I explained to him that in Long Island they shut the beaches down at dusk.
Yeah, they do.
So that
they
wasn't an
do.
option.
So I think that was trouble.
Yeah.
I think the profile, I saw the profile, it was perfect. But I think it's trouble. I think anyone who's asking somebody after dinner to go to a beach.
Yeah. It's just,
what are you going to do at this beach?
Right.
So
I
mean, is he going to read poetry to you? Get out of here.
So that's our thing. Like,
what do you guys think?
Yeah.
What do you guys think? I think this guy wanted something, and you know how we do the something.
Yeah, exactly.
I think he wanted something for his ride down.
Right.
And the guy was elderly. He was guaranteed popping blue pills, driving down I-95 all night. Guaranteed he was popping them.
I took some of these pills. They're basically like fake Viagra's. So I took a few, didn't feel anything. Took a few more, still didn't feel anything. The next thing you know, I finished half the bottle, and like this shit happened.
Right.
And I don't like this.
I guess we'll see.
I don't like
You
it.
know,
We will see.
We will see, because clearly the beach trip didn't happen.
No.
And if that was the only agenda, then
You'll never
he'll
hear
do
from
a
him
ghost.
again.
Then
He'll
ghost.
do a ghost, or he'll try again.
Right. He could
You
try
know.
again.
How about, I brought my lobster traps.
Yeah.
Let's go out to Bayville. Let's throw the lobster traps
Right,
in,
yeah, let's
honey,
see what
and
we
and
get
see what
around.
happens at dusk. Oh, there's a nice private dune over there.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
don't think anyone's going to see us behind there.
Yeah,
I,
right.
I don't see that as a good thing.
Right.
I would have been like,
But like, are we wrong? Like, do men expect that? Like,
Yeah.
that's how men.
do you expect that for an hour and a half drive, for God's sakes?
Yeah. After a first.
After a first
meeting.
date. But anyway, so we're going to end the show. We are way over time.
Right.
But we hope you enjoyed this episode and enjoyed these tips. Let us know what you think.
Right.
Am I right? Is she wrong? What was this
Right.
guy expecting at 11 o'clock? Am I wrong? Is he just innocent?
Right.
That he wanted to have, some sort of beach escapade or
Right.
something without anything?
Right.
Anyway, we will see you next time. Have a wonderful weekend.
And don't forget to subscribe.
And please subscribe, definitely subscribe and share. So have a great week. We will see you for the next happy hour. Thank you. Bye.